All right. Doing more of this silly game because I like it. Plus, now the story started, so we have to. We finally started the story. All right. So, Kain refused the sacrifice. That's what we're working on. All right. So we got our first save. Oh my god, why is he doing that? There we go. The wrong trigger. Anything here? Pretty sure this is where we go under here. Okay, so we save. There we go.
I sensed that in time my journey would return me full circle to this place. Infiltrating the fortress, however, would be no small feat. The balcony that had provided my escape was now well beyond my reach, leaving this massive gateway as the only means of entry. The gates were sealed, but like the time-streaming chamber I had seen earlier, their operation was undoubtedly linked to that odd crystal mounted above the entrance.
All right. Kick. Oh, you missed. All the dead vampires. All the dead vampires, and it's all Kain's fault. Hold on, let me fix something. I don't think you guys can see it on your end, but on my end, it's doing this weird thing. Like flickering. That's fine. Okay, it's not doing it now. Doggo. That dude's freaking out. When you get to 3 vamps next to a banner, there's an unused female vampire. Ooh. Nice. Need the checkpoint. Ow. Nope, that was the wrong way. Oh, missed me. He's just dying in the background.
Kain's derelict empire, they seem to retain much of their former humanity. In this era, vampires were clearly not the uncontested predators we had been.
Oh.
These creatures were hunted mercilessly and oppressed.
Neat.
And while I still believe that vampirism was a plague and had to be wiped out, there was nothing noble or righteous in this crusade. This was simply ruthless persecution.
Ruthless persecution. Ah! Talking about this one right here. These are the female ones. You didn't miss anything. Go into photo mode. I'll do that in a... Here, let me go back. You see it by leaning on the left wall. Oh, how do I go into photo mode? Oh, Eleanor. Huh. Oh, other side. What am I looking for here? Is it inside the wall? Place back towards wall, aim, then go into... Oh, okay. Oh! That's crazy. That's crazy. Apparently that's an unused female vampire model. They just leave it outside of the... I love how they do that in these games. They're just like, oh, we don't want to use this model, so just put it in the wall somewhere. There, you see it's there for an executor. Oh, they took that out? What could be behind these doors? The pillars.
Whole and uncorrupted. I had never beheld them in this undefiled state, yet something profound and indelible resonated within me at the sight. And there, waiting at the very heart of the pillars, was the canker that was destined to destroy them.
Kain. Go get him. You bastard.
You're there, Raziel.
Mobius led me to you, Kain, though I might have guessed you'd meet me here.
And if Mobius told you I was hidden on the underside of hell, would you throw yourself into oblivion to pursue me? Mobius trawls for the ignorant and unwary, hauling his gasping prey from the streams of their destinies. Stay out of his net, Raziel.
Spare me your elaborate metaphors, Kain. I have pursued you here for one purpose. You will pay for your
betrayal.
And balance will thus be restored to Nosgoth.
And whose will is satisfied then? The will of Raziel or Mobius?
Would I be better manipulated by you, Kain? Now, turn and face me. The chase is over.
This isn't a chase, Raziel. We are merely passengers on the wheel of destiny, describing a perfect circle to this point. We've been brought here for a reason. I've seen the beginning and the end of our story, however, and the tale is crude and ill-conceived. We must rewrite the ending of it. You and I.
Face me, Kain. Even you shouldn't die a coward's death.
Isn't it customary to grant the condemned a final request?
I recall no such courtesy from you.
Indulge me, Raziel. All I ask is that you listen. This is the sublime moment of our undoing, Raziel. the ineffable fulcrum upon which swings the entirety of our history. This is where all of Nosgoth is betrayed. In this instant, Ariel, the Balance Guardian, is murdered by dark forces bent on overthrowing the pillars. Her spirit is just now tearing free, lost in the ether, trying to find its way here. You have already seen how she comes to haunt these pillars.
Bound here by your refusal to die. You are the reason this land becomes diseased. As long as you remain alive, you condemn Nosgoth to an eternity of decay.
Be still, Raziel. See this. As Ariel dies, I am being born to take her place as Balance Guardian. Such is my destiny.
My God.
See? He realized, like,
My first cry. Ariel's beloved, the Guardian Nupraptor, finds her corpse. Racked with grief and tormented by suspicions of treachery, Nupraptor plunges into a madness which overflows and infects all of the Guardians who are symbiotically bound, including
me.
The repercussions of Ariel's assassination were expertly calculated. The entire circle descends into madness, and I am tainted at the moment of my birth, instantly rendered incapable of fulfilling the role.
No, I'm just not talking.
Prepared for me.
Shall I show you the same mercy you showed the rest of the circle then? You blithely murdered them to restore their pillars, yet your hand faltered when it came to the final sacrifice. What makes you exempt, Kain? You're merely the last man standing. Why condemn me for simply carrying out what you hadn't the courage to do yourself?
Let's drop the moral posturing, shall we? We both know there's no altruism in this pursuit. Your reckless indignation led you here. I counted on it.
I love this scene. Well, I'm not talking.
In it, Raziel.
Revenge is motivation enough.
At least it's honest. Hate me, but do it honestly. 30 years hence, I am presented with a dilemma. Let's call it a two-sided coin. If the coin falls one way, I sacrifice myself and thus restore the pillars. But as the last surviving vampire in Nosgoth, this would mean the annihilation of our species. Mobius made sure of that. If the coin lands on the reverse, I refuse the sacrifice and thus doom the pillars to an eternity of collapse. Either way, the game is rigged.
We agree then that the pillars are crucial and must be restored.
Yes, Raziel. And that's why we've come full circle to this place.
So after all this, you make my case for me. To end this stalemate, you must die so that new Guardians can be born.
Pillars don't belong to them, Raziel. They belong to us.
Your arrogance is boundless, Kain.
There's a third option. A monumental secret, hidden in your very presence here. But it's a secret you have to discover for yourself. Unearth your destiny, Raziel. It's all laid out for you here.
You said it yourself, Kain. There are only two sides to your coin.
Apparently so.
Here's the other famous line.
Suppose you throw a coin enough times. Suppose one day it
Lands on its edge. So now you know why what Kain's doing. He's trying to manipulate his fate to make the coin land on its edge. So basically, in Raziel's case now, he now has to choose between doing what Mobius wants, which is to kill Kain. Though Mobius always is lying to him, Kain has not lied to him once yet. Everything that Kain has told him is the truth, and even demonstrated that he's telling the truth because the pillars right before his eyes got corrupted, because this is the moment in time where Ariel dies. This is the moment of the intro in the first game. And Kain is being born now. So Kain has never lied to to Raziel wants this entire time. Everything he's done has been to choose a prequel. No, it's not. It's just that this game series is fucky wucky with its timeline. So what do you think, Dusty?
I didn't know what impulse stayed my
Who
hand.
should he trust?
Why I had so willingly allowed Kain to escape me when I
Death
had
for
pursued
both.
him for so long. I had no reason to trust Kain after he had valued me so little. And yet, I found myself intrigued by his words. I had been too cruelly used to so gullibly play his pawn. But if this world truly had secrets to divulge, I was determined to expose them.
All right. So now we know why Kain is doing the things that he's doing. Remember when he talked to Mobius, Mobius was like, don't kill me, we both serve the same god. So who is the god? What role does he play in all of this? I don't know what the crow glitch is.
From the moment of my arrival, I had the constant and palpable sensation of being watched. Someone, it seemed, was keenly interested in my presence here.
Wonder what the crows mean because they disappear. From
the look of it, this door had been sealed for
This
centuries.
is a very.
I began to realize it was no mere
Oh, they would
coincidence
soft lock you?
that I
That's
found
crazy.
myself standing here.
Look, remember this image. It's
Winged
important.
figure with blue skin and cloven hands so like my own, and bearing this unique key.
It does look like Raziel. That's a great observation.
And so it was with a sense of gravity and trepidation that I unsealed that ancient door and crossed the threshold.
All right, bitches. My parents didn't want me playing GTA either, but I played it when I was an adult. Sentence retcons what the crows mean. I know that. I know that they do.
As I entered the chamber, I sensed that it had been sealed for hundreds, perhaps thousands of years. And while this room was clearly built when the pillars were erected, I knew that no human hand could have shaped this place, and that perhaps it had never been seen by human eyes. The surrounding murals depicted a winged race, their features so like my own, but beautiful, where mine were grotesque, and angelic, while mine were demonic. I tried to decipher these images. A great war, but with combatants like none I had ever seen. The pillars, raised by this winged race, who thus defeated their adversaries. The winged beings again, writhing in agony, apparently afflicted with the same bloodthirst I had so recently suffered. And throughout the chamber, inscribed everywhere, images of the Reaver itself. Was this what Kain had urged me to discover? I wondered.
Lies, Raziel.
This is the bottom of the Well of Souls.
Do not be deceived.
Ah, my ancient.
It's the person that made him into a Soul Reaver. That's
Silence was refreshing, but it lasted.
that's the thing that turned you into the Soul Reaver.
Conveniently inexpressible reason for your presence.
Well, a Soul Reaver.
Do not be insolent, Raziel. I am eternally present here and everywhere, now and always. I am the still center of the turning wheel, the hub of this world's destiny.
But perhaps not so omnipotent as you'd have me believe. Your hold on me appears to be tenuous. I no longer seem to need you. Yet I'm guessing you still need me.
This impudence is
No, he's not a Grim Reaper. He's a Grim. He's just a devourer of souls.
You are indebted to me.
Indebted? You would have me show gratitude for a gift I didn't ask to be bestowed. Do you forget that you forced me to inhabit this vile carcass?
I restored you to yourself, Raziel. It was Kain who destroyed you. The very enemy you've just let slip through your grasp. Do not fail me, my servant.
I serve no one. Not you, not Kain, and not your lackey Mobius.
Mobius is my good servant. I have many.
And if I tell Mobius that he's worshipping a giant squid, do you think his faith will falter?
You have grown willful, Raziel. But beware. To embrace a serpent is to invite poison into your heart. Kain is a sinuous beast. He will seduce and deceive you. You pride yourself on your free will, yet you let that degenerate deter your resolve.
I harbor no illusions about his integrity,
Nor anyone else's.
In fact, I am beset by
I think Dusty likes it.
merely seek the truth.
These are the fathomless truths, Raziel. The agony of birth and death and rebirth. This is the wheel of fate, the purifying cycle which sustains all life. Vampires are an abomination, a plague which leeches this land of its spiritual strength. They obstruct the flow of life and death. Their souls stagnate in their wretched corpses.
Yeah, I got Dusty locked in. He hit that point when we beat the first Soul Reaver. He was like, "Nah, we got to do this."
Your destiny is irresistible, Raziel. You are my Soul Reaver, the scourge of the vampires, reaper of their apostate souls. Remain steadfast, end the vampire's parasitic curse, and restore Nosgoth. Kain's blood belongs on your hands.
Kain indeed deserves to die for condemning me to this repugnant form. But if and when I kill him, it will be for me alone to decide.
Kain destroyed you without a flicker of remorse. He tore the soul from your noble corpse, and after you had served him faithfully for 1,000 years, he discarded you in the abyss on a jealous whim.
Not a lie.
Remember Raziel. Let it guide your hand.
All right, so a lot just happened, and let me kind of give a breakdown for Purple Hanzauers. So basically, this character you're playing as, Raziel, was a vampire. He was resurrected and served Kain, the guy that we met at the Pillars, and he eventually surpassed him in evolution, gained wings, of which then Kain ripped them off and threw him into the Lake of Souls, to which he was then resurrected as what you see now, which is a Reaver of Souls. Now, he wants to kill Kain, obviously. Mobius is a person who betrayed Kain back in the first game by basically forcing him to go back in time, kill the king of the land, which then led to the people revolting and killing all the vampires, which is what led to the events. Kain basically told you that these pillars, belonged to the vampires, which if you look at these murals here, let's actually go into photo mode and look at the murals. So you can see they erected the pillars to take out their enemies. See? Now they look a lot like Raziel, slightly different. But again, another thing that Kain's told you that's not a lie. This is yet another thing that Kain has told you that is the truth. And we just heard from the squid that resurrected you as a Soul Reaver. They erected the pillars to check their enemies. It practically became a monument after the vampires were killed. No, so the pillars of Nosgoth are literally what holds this world together. So these pillars basically, when they pick a rings on that platform has images for cut reavers. Oh, it does. The pillars basically choose a guardian for each one, which, you know, they have a different one. So like there's the pillar of death, the pillar of time, the pillar of balance, and there's different pillars. They choose a guardian, and then Kain is the pillar guardian of balance, which means he has to die in order to resurrect new guardians for all the pillars. If the pillars become corrupted, then basically it corrupts the land. So basically Kain right now is trying to find a way to not have to die because he didn't choose to be the pillar guardian. He was basically manipulated into it, and he's trying to fight his fate do so. Now, yeah, but that's where the pillars came from. They came from whatever this race is, which we'll get more information on later. So I think I did save already. I'll just do it again just in case. So I need to go into the main menu here really quick, because it keeps frickin' flickering on me, and I don't know why. Language. I think I need to like set the I think I need to set like the VSync. My god, why is it flickering? You guys can't see it, but on my end it's flickering really badly. Let's see. No, I know you guys can't see it. I can see it on my side. Let me check online really quick. Soul Reaver 2. Okay, I have to set it to 60 FPS. That's what I figured it was. Okay. Program settings. Soul Reaver. Oh, I hate the NVIDIA control panel. There we go. There we go. And then we want it to be max frame rate on 60 FPS. Okay, and then I need to turn on VSync on. Okay, let me quit this and restart it. Like, you guys can't see it on your end, but on my end, it's like really annoying. People got used to autosaving. They are used to losing an hour of the work they put into a game. That's a big mood. Okay. Back to the game. Oh yeah, that's much better. So yeah, so these images will make more sense later, but yet another thing that Kain has told us that is not a lie. Let's go say hi to the octopus. Oh no, the photo mode was added. This is a remaster with a bunch of quality of life. This is what it used to look like. This is the old graphics. They didn't really change much graphically, but the photo mode was new. Whew. Oh, you bastard. I think I might not be able to be here yet. Oh, never mind. You guys get lost in this area? Yeah, me too. Wait. Was that the way I just came? That might have been. Yeah. God damn it. Now it has a really annoying motion blur. That's fine. I'll take this over the flickering. Okay, I went the wrong way. Yes, it does. It's the same thing where you just click in the right stick and it'll change the graphics on the fly, on both games, on both the original and the new and number 2. And if you buy the Defiance collection, it also does it in that. But don't play Defiance first, because you will not know what the hell is going on. I mean, you can if you want, but it's going to be very confusing. There we go. Up we go. We had this conversation a bit back. Oh yeah, that's right, we did. Look, now we're in the forest, or the swamp.
I surfaced into a very different landscape.
Do we remember who lives in the swamp?
Penetrated the dense canopy of this forest.
Because he's not dead in this timeline.
Ancient ruin,
Yet.
unmistakably one of Mobius's time-streaming chambers, but long ago sealed and abandoned to the encroaching swamp.
Swamp Man.
I didn't currently possess the means.
You played Blood Omen 2 then, Defiance. Yeah, that would be very confusing.
That I might.
It's Vorador. Because Vorador's not dead yet, if you remember. Because this is technically taking place before Blood Omen 1, during the intro. Well, right after the intro. So this is when Vorador was still alive. See, there he is.
Lurking observer was exposed. The creature vanished when he realized he was discovered, but I caught a glimpse of him, and his features were distinctive enough.
This is the first time that he's met.
Vampire Vorador.
Yeah, this is the first time they've met.
Assassin depicted in the stronghold. Strange that a creature brazen enough to assault the circle single-handedly would avoid confronting me. Very well. If Vorador would not come to me, I would go to him. But first, I needed to find some means of reaching that terrace.
Let's go find Vorador. 30 years before Blood Omen. Yeah, that's what Kain mentioned, because when we were at the Pillars, he said at this moment I'm being born, and then 30 years later I make the decision. Just kill him now as a baby. But we can't, because we need Kain to be alive to kill the other Guardians. That's the problem. This 2001-esque combat, man. Well, the Guardians are already alive. Like, they're not babies in this either. All right, subterranean ruins. Oh my god. But you see what I mean about how this is where all the story is? Because like we haven't done any dungeons yet, and we've gotten like so much plot.
There appeared to be a passage here, leading northward into the mountains. The opening, however, was obstructed and too high for me to reach. Perhaps later I would find the means to bypass these obstacles.
We can climb this wall, though. I can't wait for later in the game when we introduce an entire new layer to this story, and you're gonna be like, what the fuck? Soul Reaver 2 is a great movie. It is indeed a great movie. Soul Reaver 2 is my favorite in terms of story, but I still think Soul Reaver 1 is my favorite game, just because that one is just so well paced.
My lurking friend was nowhere to be seen, but I found these ruins even more intriguing. I recognized these arcane symbols from the chamber beneath the pillars, and realized that this shrine too was sealed to all but the bearer of the Reaver.
Can't remember how to throw this away. There we go. All right, dungeon time. Zelda-ass dungeon time. Look at that guy. Oh no, how do I get out of... See, this is why playing the first game is important. Because how would you know to do this? Like, how would you know to do that if you didn't play the first game? It's not very often you get a sequel where they let you keep all of your abilities from the first game. The water temple's not that bad. So I've played that game so many times now, the water temple doesn't really bother me as much. For some reason, I always get lost in the forest temple. There's parts of that one that fuck me up. Oh, a plate. Boss Woods throws you every time. Yeah, it's pretty confusing. All right, let's see. Can't go in there yet. I haven't played Jedi Survivor yet all the way through. I've started it, but I haven't played it. Play Ocarina Time every 5 years or so. It's been a bit for me when I played it last. But I did rebuy it again on my 3DS, so I should play it. I should play that version again because that's my favorite. Though I also have a first run copy on 64, the one before they censored all the blood and the chanting in the fire temple. Okay. I'm talking too much. I need to focus. Okay, so let's go this way. Wind Waker. Wind Waker is my favorite as well. The only thing about Wind Waker I hate is that I wish that they would re-release the HD version where you can do the where you can speed up the Triforce hunting. That is the only thing that I ask. They don't even need to upgrade it. Just re-release the HD version. Look, another mural.
Throughout this ancient shrine, murals depicted the winged race and the apocalyptic war against their mysterious and equally inhuman adversaries. These winged beings, it seemed, were not only the architects of the pillars, but of this enigmatic place as well. And just as in the pillar's chamber, this shrine was adorned throughout with imagery of the Reaver, depicted with the reverence of a holy icon.
So they created the Reaver. And yeah, look, see, it's the same creatures from the pillars. So this is a ruin of that race. So there's an entire race that's just gone from this world, but I wonder what happened. Guess you'll have to find out. You were never a Zelda guy, but you played the crap out of Ocarina. I mean, Ocarina's a good game. Oh my god, that looks so much better in the new. It looks like shit in the PS2. Look how dumb it looks. Right. We gotta go through here. Shine light bright like a diamond. Oh, how do I? Not a Zelda fan, but you love Link to the Past. Link to the Past is my favorite of the old ones. The 2D Zeldas. I need to find the portal. There it is. But you know who is stupid? Me. Okay, so I don't know why, but I did not. It took me forever to figure out that you can pull this. I was so lost the first time I played this because I was like, how do I. What do I do? Okay, no, I think I'm supposed to hit it with the light. No. Okay. I know that I'm supposed to do something. I do get extremely distracted by headlights. It's very true. Brazil's not really that caked up. Oh, right, that's right. We gotta... I remember. And now it makes a bridge. The shadow made a platform. Yeah, I got so confused. And then I also got really confused with this part. I can't remember if I'm supposed to do that. I think I'm... Maybe I just... Do one of these break? I feel like one of these break. I can't remember. Shoot projectiles at puzzle targets. Am I gonna give it a playthrough? Oh, I'm gonna give it a playthrough, all right, and you guys can suffer with me. Right, you had to have the Reaver out. There we go. Yeah, the first time I played this area, I was like, what the fuck do I do? Really old Harry Potter game. I don't think I've played those. And I don't have the plate. But that's okay. By constricting that dial. Yeah, it looks like the dial you would have to constrict it, right? I don't know why they got rid of that, but hey. What, you want some of this? Have you seen Crimson Desert? Yes, I've bought it. I own it. I think I just beat chapter 7 or 8. I just freed Payloon. That might be chapter 8. I don't know, but I just freed Payloon. I find the thing with Crimson Desert is that if you can get over like the obtuseness of it, it's really good. But yeah, Dusty didn't like it, which I don't really blame him. It's a hard game to recommend at times. I'd be lying if it didn't frustrate me a few times. Oh, I got the hiccups. All right, up we go. Uh-oh. If you liked Breath of the Wild and Skyrim, do you think you'd like Crimson Desert? Yes. Though the controls are kind of janky, but I think you'd like it. But the story is, there's like no story though, so you know, take that into consideration. Kind of shitty. do with the lightning powers. It took me like 30 minutes to beat him. He wasn't terrible. To be fair though, I go into like every boss fight with a fuck ton of food because I just don't care. I just spend a few hours like making food before every boss or before I start doing chapters. All right, let's see. Yep, there it is again. The fuck? Why won't it show me my reticule? I know I have to shoot it. I can't see where I'm aiming. Maybe I gotta climb up. Yes. Yeah, the secret though is like you just buy a fuck ton of food, or you have to make sure you always have a lot of salt and a lot of water, because those are like really important for making food. And then you just store any excess that you don't want to hold in your inventory, just put it in your camp. A lot of salt must be easy for me. Ha 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 ha. That's so nice. That's so funny. Oh, apparently, Dusty, you're gonna get so mad at this. Apparently, there's a way you can do the quarry without having to kill every single enemy. Or, well, you have to kill enemies, but you don't have to, but you don't have to kill, like, every single one of them. No, Dusty and I both beat Erdtree. All right, give me that. Give me that. Nah, Radon and fucking Erdtree was ridiculous. That boss did not feel good to beat when I finally beat him. I'm like, I'm never playing this DLC again. I give up. Call me a wimp. It was just torture at that point. I don't know if I beat him pre or post patch, but I don't remember. But like, it was torture. I was like, I don't enjoy this. I'm not having fun. Let's go. So here's the abilities you get in this game. Mesmer pissed me off too, but he was a better boss fight.
The altar, I suddenly felt the Reaver quickening of its own volition. Just as in William's chapel, the balance of power tangibly shifted. Voracious and willful, the Soul Reaver was now in control. And I, merely its helpless puppet.
So now the abilities you get in this game are elements. Elements to your weapon.
The energy that emanated from within drained this place of its power.
Drained this place of its power.
The Reaver released me. And I realized as I recovered control that these ancient shrines were forges, each purpose-built to enhance the Reaver with elemental power.
So now I have the Dark Reaver.
Now I understood the purpose of the mysterious basins I had seen throughout my journey. They were elemental fonts, each attuned to a fundamental essence. When I forged the blade, every font in Nosgoth with the same elemental attunement was simultaneously quickened. The Reaver's enhancements were never permanent, but these fonts enabled me to re-imbue the blade by bathing it in the elemental energy distilled therein.
Defiance Raziel to the left hand. Yeah. So these are all the. So these will let me get it, attune it with that element. And they all have a different one. I don't think I need to be in there. Oh, that's such a big improvement.
Circles, one eclipsing the other. I recognized this symbol from the door sealing that other ancient shrine, the one I had seen in the lake outside the Sarafan stronghold. Perhaps now, armed as I was with the elemental power of darkness, I could return and gain entry.
Return and gain entry. So now we can go back to where we were.
You're a ragged excuse for a savior.
There's Vorador again.
Vorador. I see my reputation precedes me.
It does.
All good, I hope. I've been watching you since you emerged from that accursed stronghold. Strange that your arrival coincides with the corruption of the pillars. But I'm wondering, are you the catalyst of these events? Or the answer to them?
I don't know what you mean.
I will speak plainly then. I distrust your origin, stranger.
Don't bat my snoot.
From the putrid depths of what should I make of your appearance? Not human, clearly, and more demon than vampire. And the pillars. It is no mere coincidence that your arrival in that clearing heralded the pillars' decay. And so I ask you plainly, are you the instrument of the pillars' destruction or their salvation?
Neither.
Very well.
He's like, okay.
Let us look at the other side of the coin. I have followed your journey and watched as you blithely unlocked secrets that have been sealed and forbidden for thousands of years. The path you have been treading is open to only one being. You don't know what you are, do you?
I have been many things. If you find me ignorant, enlighten me.
What's the point? This world is beyond redemption. Let the human cattle have it.
I would expect better than meek capitulation from you.
Centuries of persecution have taught me well. 500 years ago, our race was nearly exterminated by the fanatical crusades of the Seraphim. And now the same sick drama unfolds again. In merely a decade, Mobius's cutthroat citizen army has nearly accomplished what the Seraphim could not. Vampires meddling in the affairs of men. Look where it's brought us.
What am I to make of these secrets I've uncovered, then? The depictions of the winged race, the pillars, and the Reaver.
Fairy tales, boy. The delusions of an ancient culture clinging to hope long after the world had discarded them. Their bloodline trickled away, until only one of the ancients remained, sustained solely by obligation and his unfaltering faith in the old prophecies. But you see, even if you are who you appear to be, it no longer matters. You're simply too late. Janos Audron, the Reaver Guardian, the last of the ancients, and my maker, was murdered by the Seraphim nearly 5 centuries ago. He alone would have the answers you seek, but his secrets died with him. I don't know how
Janos
he got
Aldrin.
this far without his guidance, or without the Reaver, stolen these 500 years ago by the Seraphim. I'm afraid, my friend, that you and all of us are out of luck.
I told you to remember the name, Janos
I had
Aldrin.
no less reason to trust Vorador than anyone else I had met. In fact, the ancient vampire was the most forthright being I had encountered thus far. If Janos Audrin was the key to all this, then I would find him, and Mobius's time-streaming device would provide me passage. But first, I had to find a way back into the stronghold, and I suspected I would find the means within the lake's mysterious shrine.
So now we have confirmation that those beings are vampires. But they're gone. They've been gone for 500 years. Man, You guys have no idea what any of that means, and I do, and I'm just so excited. You had no idea how much information we just got, and I'm so excited. All right, let's see. How do we get? I always get lost trying to leave here. Follow the lamps. We don't follow. We follow the lamps in the opposite direction. All right, I need to take a quick bathroom break. All right. Back to the game. I wish you could do the thing in the first game where you can just reset and then it'll take you back to the beginning. There we go. Oh my lord. Oh my god, I always get so lost in here. Unintentionally, it's intentionally. All this backtracking is just for padding. Because this game is just a movie. But they needed to add some gameplay in there, so they add all this backtracking. There we go. I think this is the right way. It's like Resident Evil, all the backtracking. There we go. Up the wall. Dragon. Hello, Squiddy. Squidward.
Ah, my wayward child returns.
Having unearthed more than you'd like, I suspect. What am I to make of these ruins that litter the land, and these images here in this chamber?
Merely the deceits of a failed civilization. You are being misled, Raziel. This ancient race hoped to manipulate the future with these scrawled misdirections. You must tread carefully. There are dark forces at work in this world, bent on subverting your true destiny.
Are you sure?
I have no doubt of that. The question is, am I in their presence right now?
Your arrogance will spell your domain, Raziel. Deny my will, and the arc of your destiny will reach a sudden conclusion.
He's all threatening.
Your threats are unmoving. Even now, I'm beyond your reach.
My reach is longer than you realize. This is a very dangerous game you're playing, Raziel.
I'm not scared of you. I'm not afraid of you, calamari. Wanted a shortcut, but I guess not. All right, back to the stronghold. Need 4 books of this series? No, you don't get anything. You just get this game, and then you get Defiance, and that's it. There's no more. No more story. Actually, that's not true. We also have the Dead Shall Rise comic, which is terrible and makes you hate yourself. But then there's no more story. Because Eidos didn't want to make any more. They didn't want to pay them to make any more games because they didn't sell Fortnite money. So fuck you, no story. Oh, you like the story and it doesn't have, and you're waiting for the conclusion? Well, you didn't buy enough of the last game, so you don't get a conclusion. I mean, Eidos was the one who owned the rights back in the day, so like I don't know what you expect. There's a reason why Square Enix bought Eidos, because they're both the world's worst fucking companies. Don't get me wrong. I love Final Fantasy, but Square Enix sucks. Sucks being a Kingdom Hearts fan, huh? Oh, we're gonna release a trailer for this game 5 years ago. What do you mean we're not gonna get anything else? Also, you don't get the fourth game in your series until we finish the third remake of one game. We're also gonna put a bunch of the story. We're also gonna put a bunch of the story of our game in a mobile game that you can't watch or play anymore. Papa, I need more movie. Papa, you want more Legacy of Kain. You already understand my pain, kind of, Dusty, but you're gonna understand it so much more when we beat Defiance. You're gonna be right there with me. Your heart is going to shatter into a million pieces. You're gonna be like, Rin, next game right now, and I'm gonna be like, there is no next game. That's it. That's the whole series. Did someone just say next game? Yeah, let me just boot up Yakuza. I love that fucking clip so much. Okay, there was the... He said it was over here, right? Am I crazy? I think there's a door I missed. It's all the Angel series. The final episode ending feels the same way. I don't remember that, no. It did feel like that, though, when I reached the end of Dead Man Wonderland. I was like, oh, I can't wait for the next episode. Oh, that's it? Oh, it got canceled? Oh, okay. Did I miss a freaking gate? Got him. Alophagus says, let's fight series ends. Awesome. I love when that happens. At least it's not as bad as The Sopranos, where they just cut to black it for no reason. I bet that pissed off people when that happened, when fucking Sopranos ended. You do like the environments? Yeah, I know they're pretty good for, 2000. For 26 years ago. Okay. It was just giving me... It was giving me the darkness thing, so that means it's probably over here somewhere. I've only ever played this one like once. There were just some really annoying parts that I'm not looking forward to doing again, but we gotta. Let's just cheat a little bit. Okay, there's the font. That's a font. Oop. I'm gonna break the game. Oh, it probably isn't loaded. That's why. Hmm. I feel like it would be over here. Not in the pillars, is it? All right, you know what? It's time for a guide. That's Soul Reaver 2. Walk through. There we go. We did the Dark Forge. Have a chat with RinnDurr. Southern Lake outside the strong. Oh, I was in the right area. Well, shit. Yeah, we're still in the past. This was before Kain became a vampire. Yep, see, I'm stupid. Okay. All right, let's see. No, go to the surface. Thank you. One of these doors. Yes, 2S wheel. I was in the PS2 graphics and I didn't realize. See, this game, it's really hard to tell sometimes when you're in the PS2. Okay, let's see. I was in the right spot. Okay. I think I have the Dark Reaver. Yes. Okay. Now we can go in this door. Have fun with that. Enjoy your cereal. Oh, this temple. Yep. Mm-hmm.
These murals left no room for doubt. These winged creatures were indeed the architects of the pillars. And while the images were difficult to decipher, the pillars appeared to banish or diminish their enemies somehow.
Yeah, it's temporary, I forgot. I want this, please. Oh my god. How they enter the stronghold without the Light Reaver? Don't worry about it, it's fine. All right. Wow, it doesn't change much at all from the PS2. I mean, that looks a lot better. All right. I remember this temple being a fucking pain in my ass the last time I did it, but maybe since I've done it before, it won't be so bad. Thought I had the Dark Reaver. I guess not. Oh, that's a big sluah. Luau. Lua? Whatever. Soul thingy. Oh yeah, this is why it's obnoxious, because you have to go so far down these hallways. Okay. So that was basically a clue to tell me that if I get too close to the eyeball, it just goes zip, zaps you and you die. So we'll not do that again. But I will take this with me. How dramatic. The spear doesn't do anything, it's just a weapon. I just like having a weapon so I don't have to worry about you had to try to figure out how to become invisible. Oh yeah, that's annoying. No, it really is. It's just a weapon. I just don't want to have to use the Soul Reaver. All right. Oh my god. How many of you fuckers are there? I could not imagine trying to play Defiance before this. That would be so confusing. There's not very many games out there that just assume that you've played every game in the series before you get there. I feel like more should do that. He's got the shield I need. Yes, the combat is as clunky as it looks. I don't know what they were thinking. They were like, let's make the one thing from the last game that wasn't the best and just make that the focus of this one. It's like, thank you. I don't want that. Do 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 do. And then they triple down on it in Defiance, but at least in Defiance, the combat's actually somewhat good. But I like the puzzles. Defiance just doesn't really have the same kind of puzzle. All right, let's go this way. Ignore these losers. Right. Now what? You miss when games had actual color? Yeah. What, you don't like when games are just gray? But it's more realistic that way. That was the jump I was trying to make. Yeah, it's like baby's first Devil May Cry. I don't mind the combat in Defiance. The problem with Defiance is that it has some puzzles, but they're not as good as the other games. No, I'm talking about Defiance, Dusty, not this game. The third game, or the last game, I should say, the fifth game. All right, and now I need the Dark Reaver because I don't have it. So now we have to backtrack to go get the Dark Reaver. This is padding the dungeon. This whole entire dungeon is just padding. No, we get the Light Reaver at the end of this dungeon. Oh no. I think that's the last block in the game. Oh yeah, I think that is the only block. Shut up, Dusty. And we can open this door. Okay. And then we need to shine the light. And then that will light through the door, which lights up that. And then we gotta find the other one. More likely than you think. Light puzzles in my vampire game, more likely than you think. Oh my god. Let me just take this with me. That was also something for some reason that took me forever to figure out, that you can blind the eyeballs. I'm just like, I'm just gonna blind you really quick, take this little star, see ya. See ya. But the problem is, how do I get over there? like that. But now I have to go get the star again. Because I need the star for this part. You're a star. And now the front gate opens. Which gives us a straight shot back. I do need to kill some thugs though, because I'm running out of life here. No, don't kill me. There we go. Yeah, that was a negative. But that means there should be some stuff in this hallway. Maybe. Yep, there we go. Fuck. I don't remember where the dark font is. Oh yeah, this is the part of the dungeon I hate, is whenever you die, it's so long before you can get back into the regular fucking... into the regular realm. I can never remember what the dark fonts are. I guess I didn't need to do that. Oh my god. There we go. Come on, there's gotta be a dark font around here somewhere. That can't be the only one in the dungeon. Probably is, though. Of course it is. I'm almost done. The thing that's annoying is that I'm literally like right to about to be finished with this fucking level. But you have to do this bullshit. Fucking kidding me. It's right there. Okay, so I have to go up here, come back, run all the way back down this hallway, and then I can get the Dark Reaver, and then I have to This is the fucking level that I was afraid of. I was hoping it wasn't gonna do this. But see, like, at least I beat the dungeon part. Because the first time I did this dungeon, I swear to you, it took me like fucking 3 hours almost. Because I had to keep doing this. Yes, Ash, it's a skill issue. You wouldn't even like this game anyway, because it doesn't have sprinting. I'm a little annoyed. Just because I had to run down that hallway. Okay. Oh, I also didn't pull out that block, I don't think, the first time, so I had to like do all the platforming every single time. It's so funny, you can barely tell that they've changed anything, which is good, but it's like so hard to tell the difference. Okay, now let's go get the fucking star. All right, just take this. Howdy, Jack's done 14. All right, this is it. Okay, this is the end now, I think. God. At least we're like halfway after this, more or less. Star. PS2 graphics. Cool. It's a cool idea for a dungeon, but how do you do this more than once? Like, what happens if you have to reactivate the forge again? And now we have the Light Reaver.
I plunged the Reaver into the forge and imbued the blade with the elemental power of light. Thus armed, I now had the means to re-enter the stronghold and finally
Light's
use
not an element,
this
dumbass.
time-streaming device to accomplish my own ends.
Now I have a flashlight. Oh, that looks terrible. So now we can turn on the lights back at the fountain, or at the stronghold. Time for more plot. This game is like the complete opposite of Soul Reaver 1, which is like all gameplay and then plot right at the end. This game is like plot, some gameplay, plot, some gameplay, plot. There's no story hallway in this one. Isn't today Wednesday? Today is indeed Wednesday. Or as Jimmy says, it is Wednesday, my dudes. All right, down here. Birthday's in 2 days? Well, happy early birthday. All right, let's see. Oh my god. Do you actually do cons? I will be at FWA, actually. But that's probably the only con I'm gonna be at for a while. All right, let's go find Mobius, that bastard. Thank you. All right, let's go this way. Do. Up we go. Ow, Dusty. Fair. Yeah, I have a jump scare redeem on my Twitch. 2 arms. Quick, we need to pad the plot, guys. Take your positions. We need to start padding. These guys are the plot defenders. They guard us from the plot. You can't get to the plot until you defeat me. You have a band concert and you play trumpet? Oh, cool. I used to play saxophone in high school. All right, let's go into the door. Into the door. All right. Wow, rude. Also, or normal. I played tenor saxophone and marching band, and then I played no wait. Yeah, I played tenor saxophone and marching band, and then I played baritone for jazz band. But that was a while ago. I don't know if I could still do it. I liked it in high school, but I haven't really done it since. All right, more plot time. Dude, that guy got fucked up.
Show yourself, Kain.
Show yourself, Kain.
Raziel. Everything is decided here. You cannot comprehend the magnitude, the rapture and the tragedy of this moment. And yet you must, if Nosgoth is to be dragged from the wreckage of its damnation.
I understand only this, Kain. That you and Mobius have impelled me to this moment simply means I can trust neither of you. I don't know who's pulling the strings, but it no longer matters, because I'm cutting them. I
Damn.
set my own course from here.
That's pretty hard.
If it were only that simple.
Your fatalism is tiresome, Kain.
And profoundly ingrained, Raziel. You must understand. Our presence here doesn't alter history. You and I meet here because we are compelled to. We have always met here. History is irredeemable. Drop a stone into a rushing river. The current simply courses around it and flows on as if the obstruction were never there. You and I are pebbles, Raziel, and have even less hope of disrupting the time stream. The continuum of history is simply too strong, too resilient. Except, then how do we explain William here? The beloved boy king turned tyrant. In my youth, I witnessed William's rise to power and his transformation into the nemesis who laid waste to Nosgoth.
Keep your distance, Kain.
Years later, I stumble upon a chance to journey back in history, unaware that the entire affair has been carefully orchestrated by Mobius. In my wisdom, I seize this opportunity to murder the young king before he can ravage Nosgoth, and thereby provide the catalyst Mobius needs to ignite a genocidal war against our race.
I warn you, no further.
This one reckless act unravels the story. The nemesis never becomes the nemesis.
Thank you, Ash.
He dies a martyred saint. I, the vampire assassin, become the author of my own species' extinction, and Mobius profits from it all. I destroyed a tyrant only to create one far worse. But how can it be so? How, if history is immutable? The answer is here
in this room.
Raziel. Mobius propelled William and me together, but ensured first that we were both armed with the Soul Reaver. The Reaver is
Uh-oh.
Two incarnations of the blade meet in time and space. A paradox is created, a temporal distortion powerful enough to derail history.
Is this your sorcery?
Not mine, Raziel. Yours. You have nothing to fear from me, Raziel. You hold all of the cards.
You're giving him the Soul Reaver.
Then perhaps I should test your sincerity. If what you say is true, you should be terrified. I could kill you here and now.
And so you do, Raziel.
What's happening?
We're hurtling towards our destinies, Raziel. What you feel is the pull of history rushing to meet us. This is where history and destiny collide. If you truly believe in free will, Raziel, now is the time to prove it. Kill me now, and we both become pawns of history, dragged down the path of an artificial destiny. I was ordained to assume the role of Balance Guardian in Nosgoth, while you were destined to be its savior. But the map of my fate was redrawn by Mobius, and so in turn was yours.
This is madness.
Fight it, Raziel. This moment does not have to be an ending.
Oh no.
It can become a prelude.
I can't.
You can, Raziel. Look inside and see that it is so. You have the power to reshape our inevitable futures. Poor William.
What is this?
History, a pause, a paradox, Raziel. Even now, the time stream strains to divert itself.
We've just created a time paradox, and now the time stream is trying to correct itself.
The future is reshuffling itself to accommodate your monumental decision. This is where we restore ourselves, Raziel, and reclaim our intended destinies. It may yet be possible for me to assume my role as Balance Guardian and return the pillars to their rightful inheritors.
To the vampires. And this is the destiny you have urged me to discover. I don't know what game you and Mobius are playing, Kain, but I refuse to be your pawn. Unlike you, I still revere whatever shred of humanity I've managed to preserve. You will not use me as the instrument of your messianic delusions.
Very well, Raziel. I'll not ask you to trust me. Your truths are for you to discover
alone.
Humble words for one who presumes to teach me a lesson at every turn.
And continue your journey and learn your own lessons, Raziel. Remember, Mobius led you here, but you walk away unfettered. A champion of free will and conqueror of false histories. There is much more for you to unearth, if you have the heart for the truth and the will to see it.
Okay. So yeah, we just created a time paradox. Because the Soul Reaver, we were supposed to kill Kain there. Also, sorry, I wasn't ignoring you, Jax, but I feel that with the being a geek for band and good grades, that was my fucking life in high school. Alright, now we gotta go find the thing. But the reason why... So basically Kain was like, you can kill me here. But that would just be what history wants you to do. So he trusted him and didn't kill him, and now he created a time paradox. Good, bad move, we'll see. But remember, Kain hasn't lied to us yet. No, Kain isn't lying. He's omitting, but he's not lying. Mobius is lying. Mobius is straight up lying to us. Actually, that's not fully true. Mobius has told us one truth. Only one, though. And that truth was that he also does serve the same god that we serve. That's the only thing he's told us that's true. Alright, so this way. So we're trying to get back to the beginning of the game because that's where the that's where that light was for the gem. I just don't remember how to get there. You gotta go, it's 12:30. Well, good luck on your stuff tomorrow. All right, let's see. Oh, come on. This dude wants to just shoot me with his cannon. His hand cannon. Deuces. There we go. This is where we want to be.
Seize him.
You must stay away. We are here to protect the plot. Quick, stop him. He's going to continue the plot. Oh, that's a glitch. That sound's not supposed to happen. Oh yeah, the sound's glitching out. That's okay. We're almost to where we need to be. Okay. So here we are back at the beginning of the game. Mobius! Can't hear him over the sound. Poisoned your mind, Raziel. Now you see betrayal everywhere, even in your closest allies. Never allies, Mobius. Kill Kain when you had the chance. He was at your mercy. Precisely. I had a choice and I chose mercy. I just want to get to a save point so I can reload it. Chose to exert my will for once. Obey the demands of sorcerers and spirits and demons, all singing the same tiresome refrain. Kill Kain. Look for the truth behind all of this. With this impetuous act, the impetuous will I could muster. Reshuffled your carefully stacked deck of cards. Serve Kain. And merely did not kill him. So far, I see precious little reason to bother. It's an audio glitch. There it goes. Fuck.
This error is of no further use to me. You will operate this device to provide me passage.
I sure hope he doesn't betray us again.
I want to see the world in a simpler time, before the Sarafan began their crusade.
And what about Kain? Leaving your quarry behind?
You kill him if it's so damned important.
I sure hope that he actually takes us to where we asked him to go.
Touch the two poles of the switch, and the device will transport you. But I urge you to reconsider.
You've lost your powers of persuasion, old man. Rot here and forget me.
Oh my god. This is the second time he's fucked you, you fucking idiot. God. I hate Mobius. I hate him so much. Mobius is such a piece of shit. Where did Mobius transport me?
Even as I emerged from that infernal time-streaming chamber, I suspected treachery. The stronghold was vacant, derelict, and abandoned.
I can't believe it. He betrayed me again. Now we have demons. Yeah, we're leaving. I hate these things so much. They're annoying. And they follow you in the material realm. I mean, the spirit realm, not the material realm. I can't believe Mobius betrayed us again. Ugh. I trusted him too. Man, he gave us no indication he was gonna do that. I don't know why we thought that he would have betrayed us. That's so crazy. God, these things are annoying. Just kill him in the spirit realm. It's not like he betrayed us once already or anything. Can you die in the spirit realm? In this game, yes. Hey there, Arizona. Oh, fuck. Come on. All right, we're killing you first. Oh my god, dude. So can you tell we're at the halfway point? They're just like, all right, cool. You got the combat. Fuck you. More padding. This is easily the worst part. It's just a big, long fucking hallway of where you kill shit, and it's so annoying. Oh yeah, it's just in here. There's honestly parts of this game where you just do a bunch of hallways where you have to kill everything, and it's so terrible. But the story is so good. I love enemy hallways. Please don't call me that. Yep, this is what I mean. See, they just stop you. They're like, oh, you thought you were gonna run away? No, you're gonna do a fight now, fucker. Fuck you. You fucker. Well, at least it gave me a portal right here. Later when you do these, you have to like go back. Like you have to run back to get back into this world. It sucks.
The era I now occupied, this grotesque tableau certainly eliminated them. For here was Mobius, long since murdered by Kain, lionized and beatified as the martyred leader of his bloodthirsty crusade. And if I
Requiescat in
required
pace.
further evidence, I needed only to
My son is adorable, that's a lie.
Mobius held aloft, a severed head of Vorador.
So he sent us into the future.
Mobius's cutthroat mob. His execution marked the annihilation of the vampires. Far from channeling me into Nosgoth's past, Mobius had propelled me over a century to its ghastly future. The intent behind this little detour was unmistakable. Having failed to make me his obedient assassin, Mobius
Yeah, I know, he's crazy.
ignorant of my true destiny, which clearly lay in Nosgoth's past. While his deception only reinforced my purpose, Mobius had effectively stranded me here. This left me no course but to explore the era I now occupied and see what changes the century had wrought following Kain's ill-fated decision. Perhaps time had cleared a path for me into the mountains, where I might unearth more clues behind the mystery of Janos Aldrin.
Time to find out Janos Aldrin. Oh no. I want to get to a safe spot and call it a night because it's been 3 hours. Got him. Hey, fine. I hate these things, dude. They keep blocking my shit. Die. Fuck. Fucking plot guardians. I'm ignoring you. This door's open.
What pathetic charade is this now,
Look, it's dead Mobius.
No charade, Raziel.
This is the Mobius we killed at the beginning of or at the end of the first game.
Only the entreaties of this martyred spirit.
Your pleas mean nothing to me after all your deceit. You have propelled me into Nosgoth's future, Mobius, and left me stranded here.
I am truly sorry, Raziel, but it was necessary. Consider it the last valiant act of a doomed man. You have strayed from your purpose, and now behold the result. Gaze upon the wasteland you and Kain ought
Well, surely we can trust him this time, right?
together.
I fail to see how I'm responsible.
You spared Kain, and by doing so, you have released a multitude of horrors upon this world. I can accept that Kain has murdered me, Raziel. As the Time Guardian, I foresaw that incident long before it occurred, and I take some small comfort in the fact that Kain remains the sole survivor of his vile breed. But you have single-handedly made my sacrifice meaningless.
Your argument is disingenuous, Time Streamer. I cannot see how killing or sparing Kain's future self would alter these events. This wasteland was created by Kain's original refusal at the Pillars. Amidst all these twists and turns, that event has never changed. You are cunning, Mobius. I think you've gotten tangled in your own web.
As Kain clings to his precious seat of power, the pillars sink into a mire of decay, dragging all of Nosgoth down with them.
I don't think this has anything to do with the Pillars, or Kain's failure to sacrifice himself. I think you're simply afraid, because you don't know what he's up to. He's a wild card, isn't he? And you don't want his influence in your game. Which is why you wanted me to eliminate him. Well, now that he survived, you have no idea what's coming, do you? Maybe, for the first time in your entire life, you're terrified that he may have truly found a third option out of the dilemma you orchestrated for him.
Kain's lies have addled your mind. Leave this place and trouble my spirit no more.
If you even are a
She's just like, nuh-uh.
spirit, you've forgotten. I have a way to tell for sure. If you're willing to risk it. I didn't think so.
Oh!
Either way, you lose.
He was probably not even a real spirit, it's probably just a projection. You fucking kidding me? Fuck. Yeah, they're really trying to kill me. Yeah, see, those rings. If you have to be at those, if you die in the spirit realm, it takes you to the last one of those. Mobius really thought he got our ass this time. Mobius like, I'll get him this time. I've already fooled him twice. Haha, you can't swim, fucker. Don't wear your armor next time. Oh, thank God. We can call it here. All right, I think that's a good place to stop for today. Because I gotta get ready for bed. Because I got a job in the morning. All right. Have a good night, everybody.